Okay, so this is going to be a very ranty video, and I'm excited for it because I didn't think I'd ever make this video, well, not as soon, but I haven't made vinyl related content in a while, or like physical media related content in a while, so I thought I'd make this video. And I know that some people have actually come to my channel from these specific unboxing videos, me getting box sets and opening them up, showing them to you guys, all that stuff. But today's video, a little bit of a negative one, I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, in this video I'm going to be telling you why we have stopped buying box sets and why I will never get them again. So before we start, it's the album of the day. Today's album is Issues by Korn. The reason why is because I actually just got tickets to see them this year in London in August, I think it is. So I got very excited about it. So I started going through all of the early Korn discography, and this has been my favourite Korn album since a couple of years ago when I first discovered it. And yeah, great album, really recommend it. In terms of genre, obviously it's metal, it's mainly nu metal. It's very groovy and it's really, really great, so highly recommend that one. So yeah, let's begin the ranting process. So the first point I'm going to make with this video, now, before I say anything, obviously there's going to be people that are going to disagree with me, and that's totally fine. If you love buying box sets, that is up to you, that is your prerogative, that's not mine. These are just my opinions, you know? Yeah. People can spend their money however they want. I'm not here to judge. But these are just my views. Okay. Some people like to get it twisted in the comments. They like to, you know, call me out for being, I don't know, insensitive. Okay, so the first one I'm going to talk about is they're just really expensive. That's like the main reason why I have stopped buying box sets, is because it's just too much money for me to handle at the moment. I mean, that's it really. That's just that I just can't afford to buy them anymore. And you know, with this rising economy, no chance. I gotta prioritize, like, you know, groceries and stuff like that. And I am gonna do a little bit of a cheeky name drop here. I find that with a lot of these box sets, particularly the kind of smaller ones, I'll show like a picture of what I mean, like the flat ones, like mainly the CD ones, the boxes themselves are clearly kind of cheaply made. I'm gonna name drop here. King Crimson, they came out with those box sets for each of their albums, you know, and they'd have like a bunch of cool stuff in them, you know, they'd have unreleased live recordings, demos, etc, all that cool stuff. I remember I was so excited to get one of them, and I literally lifted up the lid, lifted it off, like for maybe like the second time. The box had already started to split down the side. Like, the side is like almost coming apart. Thanks a lot. Second time opening it and it's already breaking. Like, these are meant to last, right? Number two, this might be a little bit of a controversial one. I just think that box sets are not scummy, but kind of crummy ways for bands to make a lot of money at one point. Because they could re-release, I don't know, their major album and then just milk the hell out of it with all these like extreme box sets that cost like £400, and they don't even have stuff in there that's worth £400. It'll be like, oh, we got like a couple of like CDs of demos, or like one CD of like an unreleased live recording, or some videos of more live recordings, you know, all that kind of stuff. And if that's the stuff that you like and you want to see, go right ahead. But I think that should be prioritized over all the just the random crap they throw in these box sets that amplify the price right up. You know, all this like tour memorabilia stuff. You know, it is really cool to look at, do not get me wrong, but not paying £400 to look at a tour program from like, I don't know, like 1975. I don't care about that. I care about the music content. And I don't want to have to pay £400 for like barely any music content, but 75% random stuff that I don't really need, stuff that will never get touched, you know, because why would it? The only time that I'm happy about these sets is when they come with posters, because I can put them up, you know. And even then, I've had people in my comment section like, you do realise that your you shouldn't be putting up those posters because you're lowering the value of the box set. And it's like, well, it's not going anywhere, it's staying in my house. You know what I mean? I had a Black Sabbath poster up ages ago. I've recently since put it back in the box because I wanted to take it down to my flat somewhere else. And it was just like, why be so finicky? I paid for it, it's mine, I will do what I please. Anyway, moving on. Point number 3. This is mainly aimed towards the box sets that are full band discographies. I think that it kind of sucks the life and the fun and the enjoyment of going to the record store or wherever you go to buy your records and buying the records there and then. Like, picking up the album and buying it rather than just receiving all of them at once. The amount of times that I've been like, oh, I want to get this album, but it's like, already got it in the box set. I loved the whole thing of, you know, building up the collection after a while. I've been doing that a lot now with a lot of these metal albums I've been buying. And I felt so much more satisfaction building up my collection of albums from one band rather than just getting them all at once. Because it's like, what if I don't like one of them? I'm kind of stuck with it, can't sell it. So number 4, plain and simple, they take up a lot of space that I don't have. I'm actually in the process of listing a bunch of my box sets on DISCOGS and stuff like that, just because it's a lot. I mean, that whole bit there, it's mainly used as like a table almost now. And yeah, they just take up a lot of space. And you know, if you have the space in wherever you live, if you have like a music room, then that is the ideal situation, because you can plop them all in there, you can catalogue them, make them look all pretty and nice. But with me, they're kind of just chucked here and it's horrible to look at because they were expensive and I just don't have the room for them. And yeah, the last one, some of these sets are just not easily accessible, if that makes sense. So for example, I want to listen to the Beatles, I have to go to that set, lift off the thing, open it. Look, I can't just go to my shelf and pull it out. I just think that there's a lot going on and it kind of puts you off wanting to play those albums. And unfortunately that has meant that a lot of these have rarely gotten played. Like, it's so sad because I've spent the money on them, but they've rarely gotten played because I'll think, oh, I want to listen to this album, but I have to go and dig for it. And I just want to be able to just grab an album out and listen to it, you know? I'm lazy like that. And yeah, it's so sad that this has become almost like a little resting place for my speaker and some other stuff there, because I'm just lazy and I can't be bothered apparently to pull out the box and stuff like that. But let me know what you think, because this is a very interesting topic to talk about, and it's been one that I've wanted to make for a while, but I've not known how to go around it, how to go about it, you know, all that kind of stuff. But let me know what you think. And talking of vinyl, actually, we have a Discogs store and I will link that in the description. A lot of these box sets will be going up on there. If you are interested in them, be my guest. But there's mainly a lot of like LPs and stuff there that if you want them, then go get them. There's a lot of prog, a lot of psych rock, a lot of good stuff, you know. And yeah, all my links are in the description, my social media, my Spotify, you know, all that jazz. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!